Good Monday morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Down here in the Tri-State Traffic Show. Traffic Center, welcome to the big broadcast for this Monday, September the 26th to 2022. Can you believe it's already the end of September? Where has September gone, right? Wow. Holy smokes. Welcome. Yeah, I am in the Hawaiian shirt because the heat in my place is stuck in the on position. So it's like 1,000 degrees in here. So I got the fan running. So that's the henceforth the reason for the uh Hawaiian shirt. I've got 58 degrees here in central Jersey. So it's another little bit of a cooler start. And boy, the rain really came down last night, didn't it? Holy smokes. Wow, it was pouring for a couple of hours. I mean, we really got a good shot of rain. I would think at least an inch and a half, maybe potentially 2 inches in certain places. I'm not sure. Johnny prepared the forecast for us today, so we'll take a look at that at about 7:15. Today is Rosh Hashanah, so to our friends who are celebrating the new year, Happy New Year. A lot of schools are off today, and the traffic definitely is reflecting that. Really not a whole lot of action taking place. So that's a little bit of good news here this morning at 7:03. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, so come join the conversation. We're going till 9 o'clock this morning. Jump in with a comment if you can and let us know where you're coming in from. So once again, let's get to the action here this morning. Let me just do the setup here. Just got to click off of this. We are sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. I actually spoke to Ralph. I was actually up in at the shop this weekend. He's doing well. He says hello to everybody, and things are going good for Ralph and company there at the Vanilla Bean Creamery. Things are in great shape. Ice cream wise, everything is really very tempting, quite honestly, the entire case of ice cream. But yes, Ralph is doing well, so he passes along his hellos. Speaking of hello, we say good morning to Alexandra in this wedding week. Yes, not too much longer, right? Another till Sunday. So here we go. The countdown has begun. We're in single digits. So congratulations, Alexandra. Let's get to the action here this morning. And as you can see, our map is fairly tranquil. That it's going to adjust the chair. So let's see. How does it sound in look, Alexandra? Be sure that the other microphone was on. I brought my microphone down just a little bit because I thought it was a little too loud, but you could just go ahead and let me know. All right, so we'll start here in New Jersey. Corbin Street. No idea where that is. Where that is. I have no clue. Corbin Street. Wow. Okay. I guess it's up by the port. Alexandra says, everything sounds and looks great. Thank you. So we've got that issue, but other than that, soften the maps, fairly tranquil, east on 80 is a little heavy here from about exit 30 into 34, and then from 35 down to 37, and then into 42. But other than that, kind of some normal delays here on the Parkway through Bloomfield from 148, and then north into the construction of 140. East on the Bay Extension is a little bit slow here at 14. North 19 getting up to the Skyway is a little slow there as well. And then Route 7, 508, I should say, a little tied up here just past Route 7. Let me go to the incident page for weather. No, nothing there. New York. Thinking maybe there's some flooding or of that nature. Here's the New York incident page because the George Washington Bridge is pretty banged up too. Um, broken down tractor trailer across Bronx County line in New York. Okay, that must be up by the Bruckner right before it gets to the Westchester. No, it's here. Oh, it's coming off the George. I see. Okay. Um, we can. There's a couple of cameras we can scan. But we'll do the scan out to Western Jersey, 80, 206, 287, 78, 202. Again, a lot of schools are off today. Route 9, the Turnpike, Parkway, 36, 18. That is looking good. 71, 33, 195. Turnpike. It's in good shape. You know, the 55, 42 mess on the westbound 76. Here we go again. AC Expressway. Route 9, Parkway, Cape May, Avalon, Wildwood, Stone Harbor, Sea Isle City is clear. Let's see what we want to do next. Let's take a couple looks of the cameras because, but honestly, I can't really see much out my window here this morning. So let's go to 80. Camera works. I've got some sun glare out there. No doubt about that. So that's looking good. Looks like we cleaned up all of our mess from last night. This is out at 202. This is through 287. It's in good shape. Um, we'll look at the map again. Let's see what else we can do. 7819. Let's see if that's populating. Yeah, that's a camera. Let's see what else we got. 3 at 17 real quick. See if that shows us anything. Wow, a lot of sun glare there and some backups because of it. So major delays there. Uh, 7:09 is our time. Good morning, everyone. Let's just check out the 55. Oh, it's really 42. That's north coming towards us. That's north on the left is busy. This is coming up to 76. That's northbound coming towards us. That's solid ride. Here at the 55 merge, that's still okay. It's going to be really nice once they finally finish all of this road work, right? Let's do this. Let's go to the bridges and tunnels. I'd say the George is probably about 40 minutes. Yeah, about 35, 40. 20 at the Lincoln, 12 at the Holland. So you definitely know it's lighter than what we normally would see. And again, part of this is because it's broken down tractor trailer. It looks like coming out onto the Cross Bronx by the Deegan. See anything there. Oh, that's a good camera. Wow, upside down. even at that, I don't see. Even at that, I do not see our broken down tractor trailer. Oh, let's just go to the city incident page. Still saying it's there. So north on the Deegan, saying there's a tractor. Yeah, there it is, taking out the right lane. Looks like a vehicle there is broken down. Heading north on the Cross Bronx just before or just after Yankee Stadium, really. Heading up to the CBX. Let's see. Yeah, so some of this is songware at this point in the game. We're talking about the city. You might as well just do this. Staten Island Expressway again. You know it's lighter than normal when the expressway is completely empty here. Through Staten Island, West Shore, the belt is empty. Inbound side of the Gowanus is heavy, but even that is thinner than what we would normally see. Um, Getting straight up onto the BQE is heavy. The Battery Tunnel, Brooklyn Bridge, Williamsburg Bridge is all fine. The BQE, that looks good through here. Just a little bit of southbound traffic coming down across the Kosciuszko Bridge. The Midtown Tunnel coming back to Queens is fairly busy. I wonder why that is. Ed Koch is fine. FDR Drive across the board is good. Just a little bit of congestion going south into the RFK Triborough. Grand Central passing LaGuardia is great. RFK Triborough is fine. Just some light volume here west on the LIE, getting into Queens Boulevard. Grand Central, LIE is good. Both ways of the Van Wyck and Hillside Avenue and Atlantic Avenue, a little bit heavy there. East on the belt, little sun glare hitting you in the eyes. Getting out to Sunrise to the Cross Island, but look at this Cross Island is fantastic. Wow. Fine. Whitestone Throgs Neck is good. There's the other broken down tractor trailer. It looks like west on the Cross Bronx, so we go there. Jammed. Jam car. It's right in here, out by Westchester Avenue. Whatever is going on there. Yep, it's right there. Looks like someone would crash. A hit. South on the Bruckner is busy here. Getting out to the Hunts Point Drawbridge. North on the Deegan is busy passing Yankee. But again, other than that, we are fine. Initial spot check along Island, there is nothing going on. I mean, this is what you get when you get a holiday like this. East on the Southern is busy here. Passing exit 18, 19, Peninsula Boulevard into 20, but that's it. East on the LIE end of the connector is a little bit busy, but the rest of it, Suffolk, Nassau County, I mean, it is just wide open. East on Sunrise Highway here through the Hamptons is busy. Hampton Bay, Shinnecock Hills into Watermill. But again, friends, that is about it. Let's go to the Weather Center. Let's talk to you about our forecast. Got a lot of golden suns out there this morning. Things are in good shape after yesterday's mess. Wow, it really uncorked, didn't it? Wow. Really just unloaded there for a couple of hours from I'd say about, I don't know, 9 o'clock till about 30 or so. Wonder if Johnny could put in the forecast for tomorrow if he knows how much rain we got yesterday. That would be interesting. So yeah, we're looking at golden suns here across the board this morning. Hang on one second. I gotta shut that fan off. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to shut that fan off. Um, so yeah, so this morning's commuter forecast, we're looking into the lower 60s to all the way up in Newton to the lower 50s. Definitely a crisp start here this morning, into the upper 50s to right around 60 in the five boroughs. And we continue over towards Long Island, where temps are here into the lower 60s. Let's continue over towards the Hudson Valley now. We go into we'll talk to you about maybe the lower 50s to right around upper 50s for Yonkers. And then we continue into southwestern Connecticut into the mid 50s on average, 55, 59 in New Haven, 59 in Bridgeport, and 53 in Torrington. Let's take a look at your forecast for today. So temps are going to actually rebound fairly well. We are looking at temps into the mid 70s. So that's nice. 75, 70 in Andover, and 73 in Islip. So that is welcome news. Rain and storm threats for the rest of the week, pretty much non-existent. We got most of our rain yesterday. And definitely want to talk to you about our tropical storm, Ian, or actually it's a hurricane now. This is going to be Hurricane Ian. Again, it may be a little difficult to see with this map. But I have no way to really illustrate that. So we are looking at, I can't even read it right there. So I apologize. 5 a.m. for, side. So we're looking at, Cat 1 storm here this morning. Going to make its way up to a major hurricane, probably at least Cat 2 come tomorrow morning, less than 24 hours from now. And the problem is that it's moving slowly. I mean, you figure from 12 hours, it's only made it just across the western tip of Cuba. I mean, this can't be more than, I don't know, the 80 miles at best. I mean, it's only 90 miles from Key West down in here over to the Cuban coast. So, and that's the problem. It looks like it's definitely just hitting the brakes. So from 2 a.m. here to here, I mean, if the thing is maybe moved 150 miles, it's probably a lot. Then it's just going to crank up in this bathwater here up to a major hurricane. Now, how far it goes, that's to be seen. As far as if it gets to a 3, definitely it's going to be a 3. I think it may even be a 4. Some are even saying it could just um I just lost my train of thought. Some are saying maybe just brushes with 5, possibly. We'll see. So this is what Johnny is saying here now. I just brought up his notes. Tropical storm watches and warnings, hurricane watches and storm surge warnings issued for parts of the west coast of Florida and Florida Keys. Life-threatening storm surge up to 8 feet possible, according to the latest National Hurricane Center forecast. Expected to become a Cat 4 hurricane before getting to Florida, likely landfall around the Big Bend region. Expected to slow down, impacting the state from later Wednesday through the end of the week. Will gradually weaken over time, move north over land. Could bring remnant rainfall to this region, possibly later this weekend or early next week. So there you go. See where that cone of uncertainty sets it up in here, but looks like it's coming in just into Tampa, north of the Tampa area, essentially. Probably looking at, already impacts the Florida by like Johnny said, by Wednesday. So we'll see where this goes, if because the problem is in some forecasts I've seen, there's a lot of dry air up in this area filtering in. So that's going to kind of cut things down once it crosses over Florida. And then if it may even get into Georgia eventually, still at maybe as a tropical system. We'll see how this all plays out. But you know what? If you have friends down in Florida, family, you know, start to get them prepared as soon as today. I would, and even up here in in our tri-state area, I certainly would be, you know, quite mindful of what's going on. Um, as far as the catch basins and your local sewers, your drains, you may want to kind of sweep them out, some of the debris from some of the leaves that are falling, landscapers and so forth. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll take a little look at your 7-day weather forecast coming up here in just less than 30 minutes. Now, this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Like I said, I saw Ralph this weekend doing very well. His shop was busy again on Saturday. There was a ton of people in the shop when I got there about 8 o'clock. I mean, place was just packed. He's got this wonderful peach and mango sorbet, which I had a little taste of, just delicious. The blood orange, the lemon, cotton candy. Oh gosh, she's got a million different flavors here. The party cake, cookie dough. Got black raspberry, also the grasshopper. I mean, just so many amazing flavors. And you can see more of that here. The triple strawberry s'moreo has got the core three, the chocolate, vanilla, and the strawberry. The s'moreo, the toasted coconut. I mean, just delicious stuff. You can put any of these wonderful toppings, the peanut butter, the marshmallow, also the walnuts and the candied fruit. So definitely head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And there are the wonderful ice cream sandwiches, the chipwiches, as well as the flying saucers. Delicious stuff there. Also has these wonderful sheet cakes. We got talking about that large sheet cake, that 40-person sheet cake, and he said, probably weighs about 12 pounds, give or take. So it's a lot of sheet cake, and you need a big freezer to do that. So that's a lot of sheet cake. So again, he has these small ones from 4 to 8, medium size 10 to 14. So again, he has a little bit of something for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Go over and talk to Ralph. Tell him I sent you. He'll take care of you very well, very, very well. Staff will take care of all your ice cream needs. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. So please head on over and take a taste of the wonderful ice cream that he has to offer. All right. Let's see here now. Actually, as we speak, let's see here. Let's say congratulations to Justin. And so fittingly behind him is the hurricane map. Justin and Marissa, congratulations to them. Little baby Emma Rose was born on Friday. 4 pounds. Gosh, I don't remember. 4 pounds, 19 ounces, 19 inches long, 4 pounds, 11 ounces, something like that. So everybody's doing well. That's the most important thing. Everybody's doing just fine. So congratulations, Justin and Marissa and the entire family there. Emma Rose, born on September 23rd. Bruce Springsteen's birthday. So congratulations to them. All right, let's go back to our maps now. This in. Again, friends, it's definitely lighter than what we normally would see because of New Year. But we will populate the Connecticut incident list. Let's do that. Just delays 26 through 11, 46, 44. That's it. And this is not even 26 anymore. It's really like 18 down through 11. And then about 6 through 5. That's it. What's going on here on the Merritt? I don't really like. Looks like we may have a hit here. Oh, let's see. 4 exit 28. definitely a crash. Hudson Valley list. That. Anna, buenos dias. 100th episode. That's right. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I didn't even dial out here this morning. Totally forgot that it was 100 episodes. Yes. Thank you. Wow. Can you imagine? Give all of ourselves an applause, right? Wow. 100 episodes. Didn't even remember that. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate that. Oh, gosh. Wow. Some days it feels like 100 episodes. Other times it doesn't. Let's see here. Just Sprainbrook, broken down vehicle south of Route 100. 44 east, the shoulder is out. It's not causing a problem for anybody. As you can see, a little congestion east down the cross county, and a lot of that is Sungler heading out to the Hutch, but 287 is fine. Tappan Zee, a little bit of crowding getting onto the span, but Rockland County is fantastic. All the way up the line, Orange County, Port Jervis, 84, Route 6. Same thing over to Dutchess County, Upper Westchester, Brewster, 684, 84. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's just scan this over here. 78. I think it's just a little sun glare working in the picture into Old Wick Road, exit 24. Parkway starting to get moderately busy now. So yeah. Transit. Bergen light rail canceled. Grocery station, Newark is canceled operator availability. Morrison, Essex, 8:31 arrival in Burnsville is up to 15 minutes late. Okay, there. Changed this path website for some reason, and I don't know why. It seems like it takes forever. That's fine. Go to the MTA now. Let's dial that in. Wow, a lot of delays here this morning. A trains are running with delays. Switch problem near Inwood, 207th Street. B train, BQ, running with extensive delays both directions while we address the signal problem at 7th Avenue. The train had its brakes activated at 57th Street, 7th Avenue. Wow, subways are fairly active this morning. Long Island Railroad, Ronkonkoma, and at 8 o'clock is operating 10 to 15 minutes late. And Harlem New Haven line service may experience 5 to 10 minute northbound delays near Mill. Okay. All right. Let's see where we're gonna go now. Let's go back to the maps. You know what? Let's dial up the turnpike cameras. I want to see if something's going on to turnpike by 14. It's really crowded. Look at that. They're looking for something maybe too. Don't get me wrong, it's usually heavy in that spot to begin with, but it just seems abnormally heavy. Should be moving a little bit better. This is south of 14. 13A, not working. 6. Guess we're lucky we get these cameras to work at all. Whatever they did, the cameras come up a lot faster than what they used to. By 11. Kind of just scanning these cameras because they're actually working. Shocking. Shocking. 7 north of 7. Wow, that's a good camera. Nice. Parkway now. I was thinking maybe they put in some new cameras, but to prospect on that tower, that looks pretty good there. 44. Fine. And south of 148 is a little bit busy. Heading north is crowded. South of the Essex tolls is starting to crowd up a little bit. That's northbound that heads away. 151. That's not 151. 55. That looks good. Pascack Valley. I'll get that right. That looks in good shape as well. What also looks good will be if you head to go to Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road. You can look just as good as what that parkway looks like. Raritan Road, Clark, 908 325 6283. Follow my guy Omar on Instagram, Chop GO Triple D. And also, you can look good in your new ride from Maxim Motor Cars, 303 West Clinton Street, Unit C in Dover, New Jersey, out in Morris County, 973-620-9060. Head to MaximMotorcarsLLC.com. We thank them for sponsoring this half hour of programming. All right. I don't know. We may even just go to 8:30 because there's really not a whole lot happening here this morning. It's fairly tranquil. Go to Route 80 now. A lot of sun glare delays this morning. As you head east into 15, and again through Rockaway and Denville, way through Parsippany this morning. Normal stuff, quite frankly. It's not, not dealing with anything out of the ordinary. Parkway, fairly busy here. Cranford into Kenilworth, but what else is new there? Got some sun glare delays going east along 22 at Vauxhall Road, then 78, some eastbound sun glare hitting in the eyes as you get through Hillside. There's that turnpike delay we just showed you. 19 is busy. Obviously, Skyway is fairly heavy into the Tunley Circle. I'd stay with the Bay Extension if you're heading to the Holland Tunnel. That's what I wanted to do. I knew it. I knew it. I remembered. It was the we'll go back here because Tunnelly Avenue looks like it's seeing some traffic here. We'll take a look at that as well. We got a couple things we're going to look at. So the first is let's go to that 19 situation. Camera's actually on Route 3, technically. Let's see if they move this. This is all heading south into Secaucus Road, so that's where that crash still being cleared. Mindful there. All southbound coming towards us right at the Route 3 interchange. Let's see here. Route 7, 508. Of course, they got that camera zoomed in way too tight. That's looking to the west. Some traffic there just a little while ago. Here's 7 at the Belleville Bridge. That's 21. South coming towards us. That doesn't look terrible. Right in here, we were seeing some delays, and I don't know why. Dare I say that there maybe was construction. Yeah, I definitely see that. Um, let's see where we're going now, friends. Give me 1 minute. I got to turn that fan back on again. It's getting hot in here. I guess just had to turn the air conditioner on too. Oof, it's getting warm in here. All right, so where are we? As I digressed quickly. Um, so where are we? Let's game reset now. 7:38. Yeah, friends. I think we're just gonna go to 8:30 this morning because it's really fairly tranquil for the most part. So we'll go to an 8:30 stop here. North along 29, into the Trenton Tunnel is fairly busy as well. 195, the Parkway, 7837. That is going to be looking good. As we go over towards this 55 and 42, really seeing a ton of traffic here now. On 42, 295, just a lot of solid traffic here this morning. So again, just be mindful of that. Um, Actually, speaking of Philadelphia, PIA, interesting. I was watching this video yesterday about American Airlines has this service where they actually call it a flight, but it's really a bus. The bus has got, it's branded American Airlines and the whole thing from Philadelphia International over to AC International. Instead of flying over, they just use the bus and they come out of 76 and obviously head on to the AC Expressway right here. So it's fairly direct access out of the airport. But it was kind of interesting, and the folks that were on doing the videos said that you know, they would absolutely do it again. It was about 58 minutes or so, and I guess it's a good way to connect Philly and Atlantic City without having to fly. I mean, it's not terribly far. It's only about 60 miles or so. But that was interesting to see that they actually did that and actually called it a flight, right? Let's see here. So all of South Jersey is good. It's hard pressed to call any of this traffic. And again, it's so much quieter than what I'd said it. So much quieter than what it usually is because of Rosh Hashanah. East on 78. I I like the why there's no cameras in here is beyond me. Um, I like the theory of the sun glare, but I feel like there's something else maybe happening there at 20 because the sun glare would continue through here as well. I'm thinking there's something going on east on 78 at 24, exit 24. That is not Route 24. This is just some slow traffic going east on 80 out through Route 15 on over to Parsippany, Denville. That's just a lot of sun glare. Route 10 is fine. Here's your Parkway. Yuck, both ways out through 147 through 150. North on the Parkway is busy, 143 up to 144. And this is just sun glare. West on 78 is busy at 24. Parkway North is fairly crowded at Cranford and Kenilworth and the Union. 19. The Turnpike is fine all until you get up to 14. Some sun glare going east on the Bay Extension, but that's about it. Route 3 is busy heading east here with sun glare. East on 46, little glary getting into Route 3. Both ways of 80 out by Route 20 is crowded. So is Route 17 here at Central Avenue. Route 4, but 208 looks good. Again, schools up here. Indian Hills, Ramapo, they're off today. And this is George Washington Bridge is still getting hit hard. About 45 at the upper, 30 for the lower, 15 or so for the Lincoln, and about 10 for the Holland. Again, that Skyway is still fairly crowded, but you definitely know we're lighter than what we should be. Let's see here. Let's go back to the city incident pages. Populate those this morning. See what we're dealing with. Egan North, Prospect Avenue, broken down tractor trailer heading west. Let's see. So that's right in here. Right in there. There's that northbound Deegan broken down. As you come up into Yankees 1. Rain shortened Sunday night affair at the stadium. They were victorious yesterday. Mets destroyed the A's. So they were getting closer to that all milestone 100 win mark. So do the Yankees. I wouldn't be surprised that both get to the 100 win mark. But again, look at Staten Island is empty. The belt is completely empty. As we head to the BQE, Gowanus, still pretty heavy there to the Brooklyn Bridge. Midtown Tunnel is going to run you about 10 minutes. Ed Koch, same thing. South on the BQE is heavy. Queens Boulevard down into the Williamsburg Bridge. Both ways, the LIE heavy here through the fairgrounds on over to Queens Boulevard, but the Grand Central is fantastic. East side, a little heavy here south of the RFK, but even that's better than what we normally see. FDR Drive, a little heavy here at the Williamsburg Bridge heading north. Inbound Jackie Robinson to the eastbound Grand Central, a little heavy. LIE heading east now, a little bit busy as well with some sun glare. Both ways, the Van Wyck getting into Atlantic Hillside Avenues is heavy. Cross Island now picking up some more light volume, getting into Hempstead Turnpike on up into the Grand Central. East in the Grand Central out to Long Island is a little bit heavy. Maybe some are heading out to services here this morning for the new year. But yes, there we go. That's the city. Wow. And I think slowly people are starting to wake up here in Long Island. We'll get to that shortly. Let's go back to our forecast. Golden Suns across the board. Temps are really in pretty decent shape here this morning into the lower 60s, into the mid 50s in Georgia. Jeez, I can't even talk straight. Middle 50s for New Jersey, lower 50s up there in Sussex County and Newton, and in South Jersey, a little warmer into the lower 60s. So it's kind of a pretty decent delta in your temperature range of about 10 degrees or so. We go towards the 5 boroughs. We are looking at temps here into the upper 50s to lower 60s, right around 60 degrees here in Farmingville, 59 in Shirley, 61 in Huntington, 61 in Islip, 59 at Westbury. We continue on over to the Hudson Valley, where 52 is your temp waking up this morning in Middletown, 55 Poughkeepsie, 53 in Patterson, about 50, 51 up there in Monticello, 57 in Yonkers. So it's a nice start as far as temperatures are concerned, very comfortable. 53 in Torrington, 59 in Bridgeport, and 55 in Danbury. So here's John's forecast for today. Partly cloudy. Monday on tap, about 75 for today, which is pretty good. 77 in Cape May. It's a nice little warm up there. 73 in Islip, 72 in New Haven, and 70 out towards Andover. So again, our seasons are changing. Rainstorm threats for the rest of the week. We are clear. Here is the tropical outlook with Hurricane Ian forecasted to become a major hurricane come Wednesday. Could be possibly definitely a Cat 3, possibly a 4. Could be even tipping 5 at one point, maybe for a few moments. But we're looking at that time frame. Probably, you could start to see impacts of this come early Wednesday morning in the Keys. I don't know how wide the actual storm is, but you certainly could start to feel some impacts there in the Keys, even probably later Tuesday evening into early Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday afternoon, it looks like it's the center of circulation, maybe just be off the west coast of Florida, in between Tampa and Sarasota. Looks like it may just come in possibly over Tampa Bay or just north of that location. We'll see. We're still, we still have a couple days before that would even take place. But, right now it's still down here south of Cuba, still strengthening and figuring out what its next moves are going to be. This is Hurricane Ian. As you will come up towards the west coast of Florida, and again, start making preparations now for potentially something coming down the pipe for us, possibly as you see it in the 7-day. We'll just go right to the end of it. Saturday, Sunday could be a little showery here, 69, 70 degrees, possibly the remnants of Ian. So if you have one of those sewer drains in front of your home, please get out there and clean those out. Just sweep them out because, even with yesterday, hopefully some of that rain kind of washed some of that stuff away. But there's always the debris here for the rest of the week with landscapers and things like that. So just be mindful, and we'll keep an eye on the forecast to see where this does go as far as some of this moisture. Again, it doesn't have to be classified as a hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression, whatever. Heavy rain is heavy rain. Doesn't matter the classification. So have to keep an eye on things for Saturday and Sunday, and thankfully the rest of this week is dry. So we're not really saturated with water. That we got a pretty decent soaking yesterday. So it's going to, by Tuesday, everything should be fully dried out and ready for some more water. So hopefully this will help with our drought, but we don't need it all in one shot. So our temps here today, 75, 73 for tomorrow, 70 Wednesday, 66 Thursday, 66 Friday, and then possibly remnants of Ian for the weekend. But it is shaping up to be a really beautiful week. So get out and enjoy. Put the top down and roll on. Rain for Sunday. Well, it's still, Alexander, it's still not yet a washout of any type. So we'll see. We'll see how this thing plays out to see where it goes. Once it makes landfall towards the Florida coast, we shall, we'll take a look to see where things are going. I think for, in some capacity, it's probably better that it stays over land. It kind of breaks up. Again, it's dealing with, look, all of the straight across 75, 73, 70, 66, 66. This is all fairly dry air. The low temperatures are going to be into the 50s here. So this is fairly dry air, and, those humid, those moisture-laden tropical systems do not like dry air. So the dry air is just going to cut it to pieces as it comes further north up into, let's say, the Georgia area, maybe potentially South Carolina. I think the worst scenario would be as we go to, again, I am not a meteorologist, but again, just following for 20 plus years. So I think we're looking somewhere in this area here north of Tampa. I guess coming up towards Crystal River, maybe Gainesville. I wonder if Florida Gators will play. So Clearwater, Tampa. It looks like it's maybe going to come in just north of this. Now, if the if the system continues to go straight north like this up through Georgia, how many times it would help if you'd actually be able to see it. There we go. So what I was saying was, it looks like it's going to possibly come in somewhere in this area in here, but still, we're still a few days out. It could jog to the east and come in through Tampa, go over Disney and Orlando. Could go further to the north up towards the Panhandle, Pensacola, Tallahassee. So, obviously all of this is an area of major concern, but once it crosses into United States, we've seen some devastation from some of these storms. Even it's not even they're just a tropical storm, tropical system through Georgia with flooding, and it just wreaks havoc. I guess the point I was trying to make is that I would imagine that forecasters would be very concerned if it did one of these, comes straight through and then gets back out into this warmer water over here off the southeastern coast of the United States. This is like bath water. This is like 85, 86, 87 degrees, the water. This is a little bit cooler into the mid to upper 70s or so, but still warm enough to continue strengthening. So you don't want it to cut straight across Florida and then out here and spin up and then start to move up the coast. And then we've got problems. So we shall see, obviously, as this all plays out. So, fingers crossed for Alexandra and the wedding, that this thing breaks itself up, or honestly, just depending on if there's something in the upper level that's going to pull this thing out of the way, that's going to push it out to sea or bring it further north or start to accelerate it. This thing is moving fairly slowly. So, possible that the timing that John has in the map, Saturday, Sunday, could really be, quite honestly, could be like Monday, Tuesday, a week from now, before we even see any rain. So it should be fine for Alexandria. Rains on Monday. Everybody, wedding's done. So again, we'll continue to monitor that. I'll see if Johnny can put a special wedding forecast in for you, Alexander, for Sunday. Detailed forecast. But so we'll see. All right, 7:54 now is our time. I've mused on about the weather for gosh knows how long. We want to go to our sponsors. This will take us up to 8 o'clock. And again, I think we're just going to go maybe to 8:30, maybe a little. We'll see. Well, we'll see. A mess. So our first sponsor is the Shaved Cave. 1471 Raritan Road. 325-6283. That's 732. 325-6283. Head over here to have all your manly grooming needs taken care of. Your fades, your hot towel shaves. This is my guy Omar here in the center. All the fine fellas there at the Shaved Cave will take care of you very, very nicely. Give them a call. Head over there. Definitely call, because the shop is always busy. You definitely want to make an appointment. And just been around since 2020. Tough time to start up a shop, but they're really just bringing it. Again, like I said, this shop is busy all the time. Every time I go in, it's always packed. So definitely want to make that appointment for the Shaved Cave. Again, 1471 Raritan Road, conveniently located off the Parkway between exits 135 and 136. Definitely give them a call. You can also make a reservation via Google as well. That's another way you can do it. So again, Shaved Cave, just bringing it here. Best in your manly grooming needs, men's grooming, your fades, your high tops, side cuts, side parts, your fresh shaved, hot towel shaves. So you name it, they do it. Give them a call. Again, 325-6283 is the phone number, 732. And you can go to their Facebook page here, give them a like. The Shaved Cave, again, 1471 Raritan Road, right between 135, 136 off the Garden State Parkway in beautiful Clark, New Jersey. Again, give them a call at 908 325 6283. All right. We're also sponsored by Maxim Motor Cars, LLC. Let's check in with Nick and company in Dover, New Jersey for latest in his inventory. So give him a call, 973 620 9060. Not everyone can afford, like I've mentioned before, a $40,000 vehicle. So he's got plenty to choose from here. Only about 10 to 12 cars or so. Not a very large shop, but he's very particular as far as the vehicles that he chooses. So, some have higher mileage on them, but they're very meticulously picked out, handpicked by Nick and his father Anthony. So, again, some people just need a vehicle from A to B. That's it. What they used to call back in the day was a station car. Going to the train station and so forth. So he's got that Forester at 14.5, 2004 Taurus at 4.2, 94 Mustang is still up for grabs here. 4-speed automatic. He's got a later model car, 2019 Volvo, 2015 RAV4. Sold the Saturn. Look at that. 2016 Honda, 2015 Jeep Renegade, and Nissan Frontier, the Roadster. That's still up for grabs. Let's see what else he has. Has this G8, the Prius C3. Fuel savings there, and the Volvo S60 Turbo. So again, he has a little bit of something for everybody. Give him a call. Check out the website, MaximotorCarsLLC.com. Give Nick and Anthony a call here at 973-620-9060, located on Route 15 or West Clinton Street in Dover, conveniently located between Routes 80 and Route 46 out in Morris County. Again, give them a call, 973-620-9060. We thank Nick and Anthony for being sponsors of this half hour of programming. We will go back to our maps. Now, again, it's getting to thin out a little bit. And also, we got to bring in, here we go. Sponsor here to our good friend, lovely and talented Darley Newman. Watch our program Travels with Darley on PBS Great, Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. I don't know if anybody got a chance to see her show. Look Up with Darley. It's the second episode in Newark. Really good. Really very, very interesting show on lots of the architecture in Newark. So it was good to see the little basilica in there. Newark Penn Station, another one of the synagogues in Newark as well. Beautiful architecture there. So that's on New Jersey PBS. You have to watch for that. NJ PBS is the destination for that program. So check your local listings for date and time, as they say. Speaking of that, has anybody seen the new Quantum Leap? I saw the first episode last night. I thought it was very good. It's done very well. It's kind of a continuation of what Scott Bakula with Dr. Sam Beckett did back into the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. So it's kind of a continuation of that show. They actually show him. They actually, I really hope that they bring him on as part of the show. I think that would be great. Out there here at 8:00. So east on 80 is fairly busy through Denville. I'm going to go to that. Like there's maybe some, no, I went to the wrong. I feel like there's something going on there. I know it's probably sun glare, but let's see. It's on 19 getting up to the Skyway. Now, I know that there's cameras here, but whether any work. Nothing ever works with these cameras. Looking to the east. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'm looking at. So it's right in here on the approach to the Skyway. And where is that? That would be local lanes north of Wilson Avenue. So this is also a broken down vehicle. On the Skyway, just after Raymond Boulevard. So watch for that. Right. Like it's right in here somewhere. Vehicle right on the Skyway itself. That's broken down. So again, we're just seeing kind of more normal delays on the Parkway for the most part, a little lighter. But this eastbound side of 80, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna dial that in. Difference here in Denville, if the camera works, that's eastbound coming towards us. Man, that's really heavy. Again, a lot of it could just be some. It could be, but look, it's probably more than likely volume exiting here at 42 and some sun glare. So the sun glare looks like at Route 15, higher in the sky, so it's not terrible. Not through exit 25. Good. 27A, we're fine. Oh, the camera at 94 works. Look at that. Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's good. Like that. Out through Warren Street. All right. So all the 80 cameras are working. Wow. All right then. Hey now. Hey now. This is through Jugtown Mountain. You can see that sun glare. That's fairly wicked out there. This is out by exit 11 for Pattenberg Road. It's westbound, heads away. Here's 173 at 78. This is out in Phillipsburg, Alpha. That's fine. Dare I say 78 to 87 under maintenance. Or can these cameras be under maintenance? Come on. Come on. Out at Vauxhall Road. That's westbound heading away. A little sluggish there. Inside Road. Took the camera out at the Parkway. That was such a good camera. At 24. Let's see what else we've got. Check out 287 at Edison. That normally kind of goes down the drain. That's fine. $28. Yeah, that one doesn't look bad either. All right, let's go to the maps again. Let's see what else we can see. Oh, 22 is a little crowded here. I wonder if something's going on here. Yeah. By the Wawa, North Plainfield High School. Oh boy. Let's see. I don't think there's anything here that's going to show. No, it's not even close. That's going to be in Scotch Plains, Park Avenue. Scotchwood Diner. All right, so this is a new hit here on 22. This is out by North Plainfield High School. Whether they're actually in session today, I don't know. Let's see here. East along 22. Yeah, so it's up by the Wawa and the CVS there, just before you come in the VIP Honda and Somerset Street, Watchung Avenue. So yeah, that's a little bit tied up. So there's definitely a hit crash there. Um, yes. Actually, speaking of North Plainfield, I just want to pass along my good wishes to my very good friend here who lives in North Plainfield. I'm going to leave the names out of it. Fortunately, took ill over the weekend, so hopefully they are doing better. But he knows who he is. He knows I'm thinking of him. Um, so best wishes to him for a speedy recovery from this weekend. So we're sending our thoughts and prayers out. I will leave the names out of it for privacy, but he knows who I'm talking about. So lives out in the Somerset County area, Watchung, Warren areas, and you know, wishing for the best there. So I was kind of a little upset yesterday with that news, but hopefully he's back on the mend here. So again, our best wishes there. Um, all right, so we're at 8:07 now. Again, sometimes it's just I don't know. Sometimes I think it's easier when there's more going on than when there's not a whole lot going on. That makes any sense. So there's the Jersey issues. Let's go to New York now. Um, West Farms Road. Who in the right mind would know where West Farms Road is? Come on, are you kidding me? There's nobody in the right mind who knows what West Farms Road is. It's there, I get it, but you just say the Sheridan. Come on, wake up. Let's see here. Go to the cameras and we'll see what we find here. East on that cross Bronx this morning. Let's see. Oh, west. This is east here. Or is it the Sheridan? No. Hmm. West. This is east on the left. It was a crash. It was if it was right in here at Bronx River Parkway. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Left lane is shut with broken down vehicle. So bingo, Yahtzee, we got it. Okay, so it's east on the Cross Bronx coming off. East on the Cross Bronx there. Spin it, and it's backed up to the George now. Still about a half an hour. West is heavy at the Bronx River Parkway. What else is new? North on the Deegan, I think we still have that broken down vehicle here before the Cross Bronx. No, no. I think that is. I think that is gone. Yes, yes, out of the way for us. Um, South in the FDR is heavy here at the RFK. But again, you definitely are lighter than normal here when Staten Island is completely empty. Everything quiet. There's something going on to the belt here, maybe a hit. Oh, this keyboard. Can you just stay? It's not like. 8th, that's fine there. I think it's between Cropsey and Bay 8th. Yeah, that's going west here. So it's in between there. I think it's right around Bay Parkway. I mean, right in here, whatever that accident is. Um, there's Bay 8th Street, but if they were to turn the camera the opposite direction, they probably would be able to see whatever this is going on. Go west on the belt. Here we're back to Ocean Parkway, so it's going to run about another 10 plus minutes getting to the VZ. Rest of Brooklyn and Queens and the belt is fine. Gowanus across the Prospects into the BQE is busy, but what else is new? BQE heading south of Queens Boulevard is a little bit heavy there. Van Wyck both ways here at Atlantic, Liberty, Hillside, Richmond Hill. Liberty Avenue is crowded. East on the LI is fairly busy, getting east of the fairgrounds all the way out to the Cross Island, I should say. West on the LI is busy there at the fairgrounds. Cross Island really has cleaned it up nicely here. That's beautiful. Upper East River crossings are fine. FDR is heavy here at the RFK. Let's go out to Long Island. Even Long Island, we saw a little bit of an uptick in traffic about a half an hour ago. And maybe that could be just some getting out to Rosh Hashanah services this morning. Because it's fine. There's nothing. This is good across the board. Suffolk, Nassau counties. East on Sunrise Highway is heavy. Hampton Bays, Southampton Watermill, busy, but North Shore looks good. Wading River, 25. 7 is quiet. Connecticut, just a little congestion on 95 getting south of Route 7. Exit 16 down through 11, and then from about 6 through about 7 through 5. That's about it, really, quite honestly. That is it. Hudson Valley. Cross County seems to be all banged up here. Let's see what we got. Let's go here. Take it over to there. Let's see what we see. 814. Cross County Parkway East, really going north there. That's jacked. That left lane is shut. What is that about? A construction? And then there's a crash in that construction. I think. Police vehicle here looks like everyone's going over to the right. There it is. There is your Cross County Parkway. Oh, cameras have already come in. Come on. No deal. Let's just go through the Hudson Valley Weather Center. See what's cooking here. East on 84. How about that's a Taconic lane is down. Sprain north just past the beginning of Yonkers. The shoulder is out. Taconic shoulder is out there going south. 684 south of 84. Danbury, Newburgh shoulder out. 44 east the ramp. Westchester is good. 287, little crowding with some sun glare going east into White Plains, but that's about it. Rockland County, Tappan Zee is fine. All of Orange County, 84. Route 6, 284, 208. The thruway is good. East on 84 is that crash we just mentioned here this morning. Passing the Taconic. So you got to look for that camera there. I thought that there was. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple cameras there. Check it out. Of course, it has to be on the Taconic. That's eastbound that heads away. Yeah, just past the Taconic. That's where we're looking at that crash. So you want to watch for that. I wonder if there's any video. Ooh, that's ugly. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oof. Wow. That's a lot of traffic there, friends. Yeah. So watch for that this morning. Back to the maps. Let's get off the belt at Cropsey. Back some motor cars. 684 heading south of 84. Wow, that's jacked. Looks like there's a crash there. These are these funky cameras that have like the fisheye on them. Let's see. Interchange 14A, Northbound Garden State Parkway to 287. Wow. I don't know what that camera was. Certainly wasn't 684. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely something going on there south on 684 south of 84. Looks like we've got a crash, but the rest of upper Westchester, Peekskill, Yorktown Heights, things are fine. All right. So I know we're a little bit behind with our weather. So let's do that now. Golden suns across the board here, friends. So we are in really good shape here to start the work week off on a good note. So just again, golden sunshine across the entire tri-state area. So temps are starting off into the upper 50s, lower 60s here in New Jersey, up in Sussex County, just a skosh cooler, I should say, not colder. Looking at temps, into the upper 50s. So refreshing start to your morning ride. 5 boroughs also looking at temps into the 60s here, lower 60s, upper 50s to lower 60s, and warming nicely. So we're off to a fantastic start, even out to the island. 60 in Farmingville, 61 in Islip, 59 in Westbury, and 61 in Port Jeff. We'll continue over to the Hudson Valley now. We're looking at temps into the lower 50s, pretty much across the board. I'm going to see what the Monticello temperature is this morning. Monticello comes in at 54, Orange County Airport at 55. So Johnny's right on the money with his numbers here. 52 in Middletown, 53 Monroe, 57 in Yonkers. So again, pretty much uniform across the board in southwestern Connecticut. Temps there in New Haven. That is going to populate at about 59 degrees. And also Bridgeport coming in at 59. 53 up in Torrington, just a little bit cooler there. All right, so let's get to today's forecast. Looks to be a very nice day on tap. On average, about 75 degrees. So that looks good. Maybe a little warmer down in Cape May to about 77 degrees, 70 in Andover, 72 in New Haven, 73 in Islip. The rain and storm threats for the rest of this week, we are dry. So we are in good shape. Get the car washed, do all that fun stuff. But the top down, again, it is looking fantastic. There's what's not looking fantastic is Hurricane Ian. We're still south of Cuba here this morning, and we are at Hurricane 1 status. expected to become a major hurricane sometime on Tuesday, up to about category 3 by early Wednesday morning, potentially category 4 at that point. So massive storm. Looks like impacts are going to be just north of the Tampa Bay area, or maybe just a little north of that from now. That's what the guidance looks like. So if you have friends, family down that section of western coast of Florida, um, you know, obviously they're on high alert at this point. It's, the media, news outlets all across the western side of Florida is all over this, or in Florida in general. But again, focus in really for the end for a week from now. Hopefully not on Alexandra's wedding on Sunday, but a week from now, give or take a day or so, that we could see remnants of Ian, depending on what the track is. If that track stays true to form, splitting the difference and going straight up the cone of uncertainty up towards Georgia, that's going to kind of just tear this thing apart. There's still going to be a lot of moisture involved, but the winds and so forth may not be certainly as strong as a Cat 4 just offshore of Tampa and Sarasota, Clearwater, Florida. So, we shall see. I'm thinking that forecasters are just hoping that maybe that it doesn't, in some capacity, as I dare say this, that it doesn't go straight across Florida and then back out into the warm Atlantic as well. And then that's just going to start to add more fuel to the fire. And then that could be a very interesting scenario. But at this point, this is what the track is for now here Monday at 8:23 in the morning. So John is definitely going to keep us updated all week long. There's our 7-day weather forecast. So 75 for today, 73 for tomorrow, 70 for Wednesday, 66 for Thursday. Same thing on Friday. And again, we'll keep an eye on possibly some rain for the weekend. Just really depends on the track of Hurricane Ian, or what's left of it as it makes its way to the north. So again, we're still a ways away out, but we'll see. Hopefully for Alexandra's wedding, that this doesn't, it slows down even more and it doesn't get it to us until maybe Tuesday of next week, which would be fantastic, right? But anyway, get out and enjoy this week. It's fantastic. Just beautiful weather for the entire week. Get out and play around a round of golf, maybe call out sick or something. I don't know what, but just get out and enjoy for your beautiful 7-day weather forecast. Let's talk to you about our sponsor for this half hour. It's Travels with Darley, PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Motivation TV's Journey. Darley-Newman.com is the place you can watch her program. One of the best travel programs on the air. And really what separates her program apart from all the rest is that, she gets that local flavor of whatever the destination that she is going to be in. That is really the whole, a lot of the theme of the shows, to get that local aspect of any of the places that she travels to. Local bar, local restaurant, local adventure. She does a lot of stuff, rock climbing and horseback riding and kayaking and jumping off buildings. And Darley's a seasoned traveler throughout the world, bringing you the best destinations anywhere on the planet Earth that Darley is out and about. Now, the last time we checked in with Darley was probably last week sometime. And I believe that she is in, let's see, go to her page. Follow her on Twitter and Instagram, please, and as well as the Facebook page. She is in Turkey. Let me bring in this. Close out of this. That's her. This is the lookup program in Newark. Again, this is in Newark. Definitely give that a follow and check that out. And there she is in Turkey. Archaeological things happening there. Let's see. She's doing pottery. Is again a worldwide traveler. Not sure what this is. Oh, she's listening to kind of music here. That's fun. Um, then let's see where she is here. She's talking about a hotel room, archaeological ruins beneath your room. Really? That works. Huh. This is the favorite for getting a bath, Turkish bath, bubble bath. Very nice. So again, follow her on Instagram. So she's still there in Turkey filming season 10 of Travels with Darley. But thank her so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so we're almost here at 8:30. We'll kind of do a little bit of a recap here. Maybe we'll go a little longer than 8:30, but um, so we shall see. Starting to pick up some delays here west on the Staten Island Expressway, and I think that is for construction. So, with the lighter than normal volume, we're going to see this construction go out in full force, I think, this morning. So let's put that in here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's ugly there. That westbound side is just getting hard. Uh, there's the westbound side there on the left. Let's see. What's that there? Yeah, something blocking this left lane here. Fire truck, quite honestly. That is a fire truck. Yeah, there's a hit there. There's a crash. Ambulance fire on scene. Construction zone. Yeah, let's follow this out here. See what we got. We hope everyone is okay. But that's a fairly really big hit there. Fire apparatus. It's an apparatus. Eye. Oh geez, here we go. There's the 22 accident we showed you earlier. We had that before anybody did. 19 north of North Avenue shoulder with a water main. That where was it going? Go. And again, that accident must have just happened here, heading west. That's why that's going to get worse before it gets better here, friends. Again, we were doing we were doing great all morning long until this. So hopefully everyone's okay here, right at 440. Yeah. So just west of Victory Boulevard, west on the belt, it looks like whatever was going on there is more than likely cleared. So that's good news there. East on the LIE, I think something's going on here at the Cross Island. So let's do that. That camera doesn't look like it's from this morning now, is it? Gotta go to the these cameras here. Let's see here now. Yeah, I think it's gonna be right one of these cameras here. Well, it would be nice if it wasn't shooting the sky. Yeah, there it is. Least I can do is zoom in on it. Come on. Come on. With it. Get with it. It's right there. There's a crash going east here. Looks like you got 2 lanes shut there. Hopefully, again, everyone is okay. A lot of emergency activity there. Ambulance, 2 fire trucks, police. That's east on the LIE at the Cross Island. We're dealing with this hit right here. We're well back through Casino Boulevard. So, again, we were doing nicely there as well. Both ways, the Van Wyck is heavy here at Liberty Avenue. The Ed Koch looking at 10 minutes there, 10 at the Midtown Tunnel. East on the Cross Bronx, we still have that broken down vehicle there at the Bronx River Parkway. Still can't seem to get rid of that for some reason. Again, it's a tough spot, so it's right in here. Right there. Why they don't fix the cameras beyond me, because it's right there. There is. Close out of this now. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. This eastbound cross county getting up into I guess that's the beginning of the Hutch. Just before the Hutch, there's a crash there being clear. That's why that's all jacked up. Long Island looks good. A little congestion here west on the southern at 135, but that's about it. East on Sunrise Highway is heavy. The Hamptons over to Watermill into Bridgehampton. And we go to the southbound Parkway is heavy here just before exit 40. A little heavy here in Stamford, 8 through 6. And then we go to south on the Merritt is busy with another crash. Looks like being reported here. This is like south of 31. $34. So, oh my. Yeah, just before 31. So south on the Merritt, 431. Let's just go to the incident page and see if we got anything. Being reported at this point in the game. Let's do Hudson Valley. South on 684. That's gone. 84 East, one lane me out by the Taconic. We saw that hit there. This east along 287 is busy here. Elmsford and White Plains, that's some sun glare delay. Other than that, Rockland County is Orange County, great across the board. There's that crash here on 84 east of the Taconic here in Shenandoah. You want to watch for that. That's about a 10-minute backup there. Ludingtonville is good. 684 is still a little sluggish here, getting south of 84, but that's beginning to thin out. 684 to 134, Route 9, Peekskill, Ansville Circle is clear. So again, friends, you can see that it is much lighter than what we normally would have. Let's go into South Jersey, check out the vibe here. A little bit slow traffic on 42 and 55, but that's about it. 295, the Turnpike is good. 70, 73. 38 is clear. The Eagles victorious again. What was that score? 24-8 or something like that. Seeing 8 too much in football. 73 Maple Shade, 38. We're fine. AC Expressway is good. Parkway all throughout Cape May, Wildwood, Avalon, Seattle City, Ocean City, Somers Point. Little Egg Harbor Township is good all through Toms River. Parkway, Long Branch, Asbury Park, 195 is clear. Still a lot of congestion here on 29. approaching for our State House workers out of the Trenton Tunnel up to the Trenton Makes the World Takes Bridge. That would be the Route 1 bridge. So you have to look at that. Crossing Titusville. Things are good there. Let's see. Where else are we going? So 78 Clinton, Lebanon. 22 is good. That one crash has been cleared there. Okay, so here's the Staten Island Expressway crash. Richmond Avenue, 2 lanes are blocked. Blocked. East on 22. I think that's gone now. Remain by North Avenue. I want to look at. Bond. This is out by Louisa. I don't see anything there. It's really causing too much of a backup here. A backup. Backed up. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Parkway. Some light volume here through Bloomfield. Old 287 interchange out to 24 in Morristown. A little crowded. East on 80 is heavy. Heading out to 287. Both ways to 280. The Stickle Drawbridge is busy. 19 is fairly busy as well because that crash still being cleared just before truck routes 109 and the Skyway. East on the Bay Extension at 14 is pretty busy. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. Let's those. Wow, it's 8:38 already. Wow, talk about losing track of time. Let's see here now. Hey now. About 25 at the George, about 15 at the Lincoln, about 10 or so at the Holland Tunnel. So that's kind of just normal stuff. And again, a little lighter than what we normally would see. Let's go on to transit now. Let's check that out. Morrison Essex, 9:31 arrival to Penn, New York, 15 minutes late. 8:31 Morrison Essex into Burnsville is up to 15 minutes late. Departure, the light rail there. Operator availability. See, 627 departure from West Side Ave to Tunnelly Ave. 712 departure is canceled. Okay. Let's check in with Path, shall we? Nothing there. Go to the MTA. Try that out. Still B&Q running delays both directions while we address the signal problem at 7th Avenue. Okay. Train with a door problem from service at 34th Street Square. Going on the subways here this morning. Still have delays in the Hudson line. Tip City Grand Central operating 25 minutes late because of an earlier mechanical issue. At Ronkonkoma branch, Ronkonkoma due in Greenport 8:54, operating 10 to 15 minutes late due to late arriving equipment. Okay. Um, Zone out of here for a second. Let's see where we want to go. Yeah, back to our maps here this morning. Uh, Again, yeah, other than that crap, let's go back to that Staten Island Expressway hit. See if we can get some more motion on that camera. Our browser did not support that. Okay, so there it is there. Oh boy, that's a mess. Wow. First of all, it's a mess with the construction. Not really. I mean, it's got nothing to do with the actual travel lanes, but I would say everything may be subject to closure here. And I don't know. See one vehicle there, ambulance. We got 2 fire trucks. So just the far right lane is open. Just the far right lane is open. It's a fairly substantial crash. Hmm. Yeah, hopefully everyone was okay with this. But let's see how far back this delay gets. So really just back towards about Bradley Avenue, maybe a little bit further to the east of that. Significant hit, as I've been saying. Back to about Bradley. Oof. Probably further back than that, Manor Road towards almost towards Toad Hill Road. Yeah, we're at the top of the mountain there. Toad Hill Road. Oofa. Video not supported by your browser. It is not supported by your browser. Corruption problem. No, not a corruption problem. Let's see. That one works. Oof. Boy, that's oof. Yeah, again, I'm going with subject to closure. Put it in that vernacular. Camera there. Ah. On. Hmm. Still really our best eyes on this. They've even closed it up a little bit further past this because I just want the vehicles coming right up on the back of that car. Unfortunately, this branch here just slice that off. We'll be able to see more of what's going on, but we do get a pretty decent view of the emergency response to all of this. So that's west on the Staten Island Expressway, just before 440, like you're approaching out to the Goethals Bridge. That is the scene here. With that westbound side is just jacked up all the way back to Toad Hill Road. So that's going to run you about another 15 minutes or so. We widen it up. And again, we're fairly tranquil for the most part. Turnpike construction is setting up here by 9. Definitely you're in holiday mode here. We're doing fairly nicely. Pretty much across the board. This Cross County Parkway, still can't get rid of that crash. We've got this eastbound LIE crash at the Cross Island. We're still dealing with that. It's ow. Yeah, fairly stiff ride on that westbound Staten Island Expressway. Let's go to the Weather Center now, and we'll bring in John's forecast. So golden sunshines across the board here this morning. Temps into the upper 50s to lower 60s throughout New Jersey. Same thing here into the 5 boroughs, about on average about 61 or so degrees, and starting to warm up fairly nicely with this beautiful sunshine out there this morning. Out to Long Island, temps into the upper 50s to lower 60s across the board. A little bit cooler into the Hudson Valley, into the lower to mid 50s, give or take where you are in Orange and Dutchess and Putnam counties and Westchester. Southwestern Connecticut, on average of about 58 to 60 degrees, a little cooler in Torrington, Litchfield County, coming in at about 53 to 55. Here's John's forecast for this morning and today. Temps will be into the mid 70s or so in Freehold, Trenton, Central Park, Andover at 70, 77 in Cape May, 73 in Islip, 72 in New Haven. So it's going to be a beautiful day. So get out and enjoy. The rainstorm threats for the rest of this week are just non-existent. So good day to get the car wash today, because at least they have 5 straight days there of uninterrupted car pleasure, if you want to call it that, just because the car looks great all the way through Friday. So certainly get out and enjoy that. Go out and play a round of golf. This is the best weather of the year, getting into the first week of October. There, unfortunately, is not a good scenario there for our friends in the western side of Florida. Not Florida, it's Florida. Come on. It bothers me when they come to Florida. This is weird. Anyway, minor semantics. So this is Hurricane Ian now is a hurricane, is a Category 1 hurricane here. We're still just south of the western tip of Cuba at this point, but early tomorrow morning, it looks like we'll be right over to the western sections of Cuba with those hurricane warnings that are now in effect. Then it's going to move, in about 12 hours, only about 50, 60 miles. So it's slowing down as it heads into the Gulf. So Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening will be the time for the Keys. We'll probably start to see potentially some hurricane warnings are going to go up for the Keys and the west coast of Florida by, probably sometime tomorrow afternoon, I would think. Looking at a major Cat 4 storm, potentially Cat 4 off the shores of Sarasota and Clearwater, Florida, Tampa, sometime in the early morning hours of Wednesday into Wednesday afternoon. And then from there, we'll see where it goes, depending on how much of that drier air that's sitting over the north and the southeastern sections of the United States will come in to kind of shear off some of the tops there of our hurricane. But explaining the difference of that cone of uncertainty, looks like we're heading straight up into the Georgia area sometime over the next weekend. So if that's the case, by 2 a.m. on Saturday, if it really starts to slow down, there may be a good chance of, Alexandra getting her wedding in on Sunday. If it even slows down even a little bit more, I would think that if there's any remnants left of this with some precip, may not be until like a week from now, next Monday. into Tuesday maybe, or even into Tuesday itself, Monday night into Tuesday, depending on how slow this thing really starts to, or part of it gets torn apart with that drier air that's in place. So we'll see. There's a lot of things that can change. There's a lot of factors that still are unknown at this point. So, so this is kind of what we're dealing with. What was a very quiet tropical season up until about 2 weeks ago. Fiona just wreaking havoc into the northern Maritimes of Canada, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland. Historic storms for that area of Canada normally does not really see much. Usually these storms are pretty much finished by the time they get up that way, but it just all depends on the track. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll have John keep this in the forecast for the rest of the week for our viewers. There's the 7-day weather forecast. But before we get to that point, get out and enjoy the next 7 days. Just gorgeous. 75 today, 73 tomorrow, 70 on Wednesday, 66 on Thursday, 66 on Friday. And again, we'll keep an eye on that Saturday, Sunday timeframe. Still plenty of opportunity for that to change. And just looking at that, the gut instinct is that if there's anything left of this, is not until next Monday or Tuesday is where I'm kind of looking at that. So I'm thinking Alexander should be good to go for Sunday, but still have a ways to go before that. So John, thank you, sir, for the forecast here this morning. We'll actually see you tomorrow from the Weather Watcher Club. He'll be on the air with us beginning at 7:15 tomorrow morning. So Johnny, have a good day. Enjoy your day at Rutgers there. Unfortunately, Rutgers took a loss to Iowa, their first loss of the season. But, it wasn't a blowout, but, I didn't see the game, so I'm not sure whether there's opportunities for them to have won that game. But what was I going to say? Giants and Cowboys this evening. Monday Night Football should be exciting. Exciting matchup there, as it always is. Jets, they lost, so it wasn't a good outcome, but wasn't a great showing. Unfortunately, to Cincinnati, who got the first win, who, people say Cincinnati is going to be like the top-rated teams for the league. Let's go to the baseball standings here to see where we are at now. Oops, I don't know what I did there. Let's see. We will go to the Yankees. They won last night against the Red Sox in a rain-shortened game. They called it, I think, at the top of the 7th. It was an official game, so still nothing for Aaron Judge. As far as 61 watch, nothing there. So let's see how many games are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 games. There are 10 games that are left. So we have another, 10 days left in the season. So he's got probably another, he's figured out an average of 30 at 3 at bat, another 30 at bats in order to get 2 home runs to break the record. So we'll see. Alexander says, go Giants. Loretta says, hopefully the rain will escape us this weekend. Yes, I'm hoping so as well. So we'll have to just have Johnny keep an eye on things, see where reminiscences of Ian will go. So 8:55 is the time. We got another 5 minutes left in the show. So there we go. So I think Judge has at least on average between another 25 to 30 at bats to try to get 62 to break the record. So we shall see whether that'll happen in Toronto. So they're Thursday, they're off, then they come back to the stadium against the Orioles Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know why the season is so long this year. It goes to the 5th of October, but maybe Aaron Judge's perspective, it's good. So there we go. We've got Yankees at 94 wins. There's 10 games left. They could theoretically get to 104. If they go 500, they're going to be either close or at 100 wins. Guardians at 86. Astros at 101 already. Wow. They're just on fire. I mean, the Rangers should be a winnable game. I mean, they're 22 games under 500. The Blue Jays, this one could be interesting, because the Blue Jays are still in that fight for the wild card positioning. I think they're solidly in the wild card, but they are certainly trying to position themselves certain seeds. So they're going to be coming at the Yankees full steam ahead. Let's see what the National League is doing now. Whoa, come on. So the Mets at 97 wins. How many more games do they have left? I feel like the Mets have more games, have like 12 games left, but they shellacked the A's there 13-4, which they should, because the A's are one of the worst teams in the league. So they are home tomorrow against the Marlins. 2. Another all-important series with the Braves. There's 3 there. That could be for first place, quite frankly. So let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they only have 8 games left. Those games are going to be in Atlanta. So what are the standings now? Let's see. As it stands, they're a game and a half up. That's the game. That's the one to watch for first place in the NL East. 97 wins. Wow. Thought the Mets would have had 97 wins. 89 wins for the Cardinals. They're in 106 wins for the Dodgers. That's crazy. Insane. Probably should have had at least 2 more against the at least 2 more against the Diamondbacks. So then the Dodgers go to San Diego. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They got 9 more games. They could go 116 wins if they go full throttle out. Wow. Wow, that's nuts. That's crazy. Let's see. We'll quickly do the NFL, and then we'll eject here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Wow, that's disgusting. Broncos won 11-10. Wow, what a mess that is. 11-10. Holy cow. And I mean, just nobody was scoring at all. Look at this. 11-10, 14-12 Packs over the Bucks. Really? Falcons beat the Seahawks. That's a surprise. Dolphins beat the Bills. That was a heck of a game to come back there. And there is the Commanders with 8. 24-8. Rams beat the Cardinals 20-12. Not a whole lot of scoring here. And again, this evening, you may see some extra traffic around MetLife up where Alexander is tonight. Gorgeous night for football. Cowboys, Giants at MetLife. So you're going to see probably a ton of traffic there. And again, this is really the second evening of Rosh Hashanah. So things may be a little lighter. But yeah. So Giants, Cowboys, huge matchup there. Battle for the NFC East. Some of these crazy scores. 38 Jaguars beat the Chargers in San Diego. In LA. That's nuts. Bears, the Vikings, 28-24. The Ravens beat the Patriots. Panthers beat the Saints. Jets, disaster, 24-22. Titans, 29-17. Browns over Steelers. That was last Thursday. There's just crazy way this setting up. All right, friends. So let's run down the incident pages for one last time. Let me just give a refresh here. So we have a broken down vehicle north over by Raymond Boulevard. I think that that's gone myself, but 295 south and Cherry Hill. The right lane is closed there at exit 34. Let's go to the city and displays tractor trailer FDR Drive southbound at the FDR Drive at the LIE 495, the Midtown Tunnel. We'll take a look at that. Westbound Staten Island Expressway at Richmond Avenue just before 440. 2 lanes are shut. So yeah, northbound, I think that's gone. There's something still going on at the Bronx River Parkway. I think that's where it is. East on the Cross Bronx, the Bronx River Parkway. For that, let's just check out that FDR right in here, right there. Go to the city cameras. Actually, as we go back one page, I think that this crash, it's still there, but they're just about ready to wrap it up, it looks like. Here now. RFD. Third Street is okay. Third is okay. Come on. That's going south. So I think it may have been cleared, quite honestly, just before the Midtown Tunnel. So we just looked at all these cameras in here, and I didn't. I'm sorry, by the Edcott Queensboro Bridge. So I think most of that is gone. Loretta says, "Congratulations on 100 shows." Thanks, thank you so much. Totally forgot that it was 100 shows. So yeah, we're still pretty banged up here, but it's getting better. I think that misplaced tractor trailer is now gone. I had to take a guess on that. There's Staten Island mess there. East on the LIE is heavy at the Cross Island with a crash being cleared there. Long Island is good across the board. So is Southwestern Connecticut is empty. Westchester, Rockland, Orange counties, everything is good. Again, we're in the clear. All of North Jersey is fine. It's hard pressed to call it much in the way of traffic. We'll finish up with the Hudson River crossings now. Give you those numbers. Alexandra is giving us an applause. There we go. We'll hit the applause button. There we go. 100. Wow. Can't believe it shows already. 100th episode. We're good for syndication. All the shows go for is syndication is 100 shows. So we're clear here. Just finishing out some delays at the upper to the George, about 17 to 20. But other than that, we are good shape. All right, friends. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here this morning. Thank you so much for watching us here. Tri-State Traffic Show. Thank Loretta, Alexandra, Anna for joining us here on the big broadcast. Get out and enjoy this wonderful weather. We'll keep Johnny busy in the Weather Center. I know that. And from the Weather Watcher Club, keep an eye on Hurricane Ian to see where that decides to track for later on into next weekend, into early next week. I'm thinking it's probably more like Monday or Tuesday, but we shall see. Here this morning, again, there's a lot of time between obviously now and then. So we'll see how that sets up for next week. I wish all our friends in Florida all the best as they'll have to ride this out here probably about the midweek or so, Wednesday, Thursday. So again, all eyes will be on South Florida. So again, today is a little bit lighter. Just watch for the Giant game later on this evening. You may see some extra traffic on Route 3 and 17 and 120 as people filtering in for Monday Night Football there with the Cowboys. Just a classic matchup at MetLife Stadium. So again, it's going to be fairly light and quiet for the rest of today with our friends who are celebrating Rosh Hashanah, the new year. So happy new year to them. You know, easier ride on the roads today and tomorrow. You know, a lot of schools are off at least today. Some maybe even off tomorrow as well. But definitely today, a lot of school systems are out. So again, get out and enjoy. You saw the 7-day weather forecast. Everything looks absolutely fantastic. So definitely get out and take advantage of this great weather. All right, friends, that is going to do it here in the Tri-State Traffic Show for our 100th episode. Thanks, everyone, for all the congratulatory remarks. Appreciate that. And we'll set up for 101 starting tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a magnificent Monday. Drive safely. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.